Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. We're going to be playing a warm-up run, random, absolutely, depart all, unless there's something specific that we want to go for. The only thing we need is Stygian leveled up by 1. Everything else is just for fun. So let's begin. As we jump into this, I want to mention once again that I saw a Monster Train 2 announcement that there, at some point, they plan to add in another clan. I don't think it's going to be Wormkin, but man, do we really need it? do we need more? A part of me wants more, always wants more content, but another part of me is like, well, we don't need that much more content. I don't want to be playing this game for the rest of my life. Melee weakness, Rage. Rage, damage shield. Damage shield is not that bad for Cherub fight, especially if we have a Plague Doctor stacking up the unstable. Rage on Siphon with Archeon can be really bad if you keep killing the minions incorrectly. Melee weakness, we need to deal with big damage sweepers. So we need damage shield, health, quickness. We are Lazarus League though, alternate Lazarus League, which means we have assistance in our deck. We also have Talos and Inspire. So Talos could grant Valor to everybody, but that's not giving us armor directly. So we'll have to deal with something there. We have a couple of It's Alives, a couple of Windblades, and Plague Doctor. Last time we took the Plague Doctor, I gave her Dualism, which did not work. So we're not gonna do Dualism on Strike. We're just gonna have to buff her damage, make her Large Stone, Smidge Stone, something like that. Consume cards have a chance to be discarded. Equipped units gain armor. Well, you know what? We have a ton of erratic assistance. That armor is applicable. Now, this is the one that we have not done. Shift melee weakness. I just want to double check this. This one is a tough choice. You want to constantly be shifting to apply melee weakness to the enemies, which means that it's easier to kill them, of course. Celebrate would be really nice to stack up health on units, and the Resolve Valor, it only gives damage to one unit. It would give damage to the Plague Doctor, but we have damage from Scissor Hands. We can put the equipment on people to give them armor and 9 damage. So perhaps this is an opportunity to just give people melee weakness, and we can give Windblade to the champion and get shifting every turn. Melee weakness can mean more unstable, says Leo. Are you telling me that... Oh no, I know what you're saying. You're saying that if she hits for 2 times damage, she will apply 2 times unstable. For a second there, I was thinking, do you mean that the unstable explosion is affected by melee weakness? And I say that because what's weird is that spell weakness is affected by unit abilities. But sure, we'll go shift melee weakness. We can shift with the equipment we have, and maybe we can do some stuff there. Additionally, if we shift, perhaps we can buff the damage of the Plague Doctor in that fashion. That would be kind of fun. Unfortunately, the Plague Doctor is not quick. She's not going to be in the front. She's going to be in the back, so the melee weakness will hit like the Shield Steward's attack, so that's not going to be great. If we can make her quick, that would be awesome. But at the very least, I don't see a reason not to just plop you down, plop you down, plop you down, plop you down, and we will shift whenever we are able. I'll put down, oh right, you also gain armor because you're technically grafted. I'll put down a couple of assistants. We want to get them going, and we will apply some Valor. We need the equipment on Talos, which we have, which I believe means that at the end of turn, he will get melee weakness, then move up by 1, which is very interesting. Not how I would expect it to work, but it is exactly how it works. I will give the Plague Doctor more damage because that's more unstable. Okay, I am dumb. It does move you forward. But you know, we can flight her up next turn. Okay, yeah, I forgot that's how that worked. That's okay. You know what, you're gonna gain a little bit of armor. Oh, wait. Oh, right, okay. I do wish that there weren't two cards that did basically the same thing. This one is the one that advances and applies lifesteal plus 10 attack. There's another spell which reduces you to 1 HP, gives you lifesteal and bonus attack. Different card, my bad. Yeah, so you got the lifesteal, then you moved up. Then if we move Talos up here, she would eat the melee weakness with her attack, but we could move her back in like 2 turns. Here's what I like. We'll move her up, keep Plague Doctor in the front, just for now. Because we can move Talos around, and we'll buff her armor gain, and then maybe when the Relentless happens, we can just move her to the back. Perhaps that's all we need to do. So, assistant, Spear Steward. I do want to give you some Scissor Hands. And let's give you some, well, let's give you some Shift. Heart of the Cause. We have so much equipment, which I really like here. Okay, you killed everyone in 1 hit, which means you gained a lot of stats. But watch this. Now you're losing rage. Now you are probably losing even more rage, which is nice. Now if I... Now, okay, how does this work? Equipped units gain armor 10. If I remove your equipment, do you still keep the armor? You do. I have to ask that because that's not always how that works. Sometimes, when you unequip something, you lose the bonus from having them be equipped. And some equipment, I guess some equipment does specifically say that. It says, while equipped, it has this bonus, which is, I guess, slightly different. Either way. Ranakel, welcome. This game truly is one where the mechanics are crystal clear until the advanced point where they vary. Yeah, some of the mechanics aren't clear. Some of the wording is literally just wrong, though. I think once they fix that kind of stuff, it'll be better. So we have Shield of Wing, which is thorns, basically. We have a Cleave and Rising Rage, Ascend then Advance. Being able to manipulate floors is really nice. We don't have any other Ascends. I don't want all of these advances, though. But It's Alive is a better advance than the other lifesteal one because they don't have 1 HP. They can actually tank a hit. So we could build up big floors. The shield is also nice just to weaken enemy units, which maybe we don't really care about that much with Unstable, but it is still a shield. It is still thorns. It's not bad. And armor. So I will take it. If we put this on a tank, we could make it so that the sweep units that we fight on the Seraphite will actually die in 1 hit. I think that's worth it. Lifesteal every turn, or Trample, and on strike, gain Rage. I mean, gaining Rage on the Plague Doctor is pretty nice. Trample could be really nice if we get a sweep unit. Lifesteal every turn, though, it's really good. Technically, we don't need it because we have It's Alive. But I think we'll go 15 attack, Trample, gain Rage. And on strike works pretty well with a sweeper if we do end up getting one. We're gonna go Merchant of Steel. We do have the opportunity to get a sweeper, but it's more for, oh my God. Yes. Ah, we got it too. My God. Okay, well, good Lord. We have to take it. It's really tempting to go large stone, small stone Plague Doctor, but why would we not just go large stone, small stone Test Subject Alpha? That's incredible. Goodness gracious. So large stone, 20 damage quick sweep. We can give him trample and rage gain. That's pretty good. Make him really tiny. That's really good. All right. You know what? More health. Nah, I want the Plague Doctor to get like multi-strike and other stuff. I don't know where we're gonna get that, but we have a lot of time between here and Seraph. Let's save our money. 3-1. Username says, that reminds me, I finally got around to playing more Inscription. I bought it a while ago, never even bothered to finish Act 1 until last night. It feels nice to play. Leo says, Gur says I should give Inscription another try. Didn't really understand how to play it well. You don't have to play it well. Inscription is a game that you can suck at. Inscription is a game that is all about the story. You can take your time with that one. It's good. I would very much recommend it. I had a fun time playing Inscription. I would very much love the ability to wait and then apply, and then put a train steward in front of you. We probably don't need to, though. We probably have enough damage. We can give you more damage, which seems nice. We can give you shift, which seems nice. We can kill a Twisted Back. He's gonna get the armor, which means he's gonna function a little bit as a tank. Which is nice, because trample on our sweeper is gonna go hard. Along with rage, because he'll gain 5 rage by sweeping. Or 10 rage by sweeping, I think. You know what? I think we just do this. We just have him tank and then 5 units on the same floor gaining maybe Valor from Inspire every turn. Sounds good to me. And then do we have another equipment that we want on her? Not really, so why don't you take Valor and Rage gain every turn? Yep, there's 10 Rage. Oh, he's gonna scale so nicely. Now the shield is still good. We don't need it though because we have a quick unit. This is gonna be pretty absurd. So I think we just play everything. We play our hand. We need more relics that are like, when a unit with equipment dies, they gain permanent strength. Because we need, or we don't need, but we want to have that. We're not gonna do too much damage down here. Oh my god, you hit for 94? Okay, just build up this floor. We're okay. My god, he's so incredible. Now's the time when I could actually give him maybe the armor. We probably don't need the rage gain at this point, but it's still fun. More damage, more damage, more damage on everyone. You know what? Take a stack of melee weakness. Oh, the trample killed him. Right. He hit the front unit for 200 damage due to the melee weakness. And then he hit the unit behind him for, I guess it would probably be the not melee weakness damage that then wrapped around. I don't know how melee weakness works with trample damage, but regardless, he killed him in one hit because the all other units behind him they rolled over the trample damage from the back of the train to the front of the train. Quite nice. We don't need quick anymore. I don't think we need quick on Plague Doctor. I don't think we need Plague Doctor. Well, we need some way of killing bigger units. We'll get there. Enchant Trample could be nice, but we don't have the need for this anymore. We have equipment that gives him Trample. Quickness is pretty good, but we have the capability. We have the damage. And Divinity, like, he gains Rage. Who gets the Divinity? I don't know. I feel like this is a skip. I don't feel like I need any of this stuff. Because we can just give him lifesteal. I mean, free armor every turn is pretty nice. Yeah, okay. Reanimate and can't gain unstable, so you're here to die. Another trample strike, gain rage. This is the other one, risky operation. Reduce a friendly unit to 1 health, apply +10 attack and lifesteal 2. But why don't we take another twisted back? Strike rage gain on Plague Doctor. I like the look of that. We don't need another test subject alpha. Dazing enemies? I like the sound of that. I understand the draw, desire, necessity of that unit more now, because being able to daze enemy units is pretty damn strong. Yeah, extra divinity, make it a little bit cheaper. We have nothing for Surge Stone, so let's move on. Bone Dog and Bone Dog. On Celebrate, your Pyre permanently gains 10 health. It's not a banner unit. We'd have to play it and then like ascend Talos behind the Bone Dog. It'll fit. It'll fit. It's early. Let's try Bone Dog. Rage 4. Ah, it's gonna suck with our sweeper. The North says it's very technically possible to circumvent the forced deaths in Inscription, but yeah, forced deaths generally don't feel good. Well, most of the time though in Inscription, you don't hit the forced death because you suck so much that you die. You know what I mean, right? Generally takes you some time to get to that point in the game. So test subject, he's gonna hit like a damn truck, but that's okay. Plague Doctor is fine. Meathook needs to be played in a minute, but we have time. Twisted Back, I need you to die sooner rather than later. And let's just inspire. A little bit of armor gain would be nice. Another Twisted Back, which I do want you to die. Meathook I want played. And then I think we'll give you the shift, that way you get melee weakness all the time now. And then wasn't there another unit I wanted to play up there? Bone Dog, that's right. We're gonna wait for Bone Dog, then we'll shift her up. We'll fly her up. Okay, so there's Bone Dog. Bark. Now you can come up. You can daze units. I'm gonna daze the boss every time he's down here. Siphon will still trigger, but he won't hit like a damn truck. So, Twisted Back. Twisted Back. The sweep trample damage is absurd. I'm pretty sure because of the sweep trample damage, does the Flagellant even get an attack? Because he's gonna hit for 46, 45, 44. Oh, you know what? All the trample damage is going on to Archeon. That's why he's taking 157, pretty much from test subject. The other units are gonna have to spend their actions killing the Flagellant. Still good. Let's give you even more damage. That lowered the damage that he took, funnily enough. But then we'll just play some Scissor Hands. I want to try to build up other floors with these units so that potentially Archeon goes down there to attack him. And then also, don't forget, there you go, stun him. Now he's not going to be hitting for 30. Also bark. Asherman says, I love Force Death, and some streamers manage to get around it and win the first runs without dying. Look, they're either good at playing video games or they had chat's help. I'll say it. So hold on. Your dying is fine. I want you to live for another round. Take aggro. You can get more valor, more health. He's hitting like a damn truck. We're gonna need more damage output at some point, but I mean, you know what? Honestly, he's scaling pretty well. Take that. Take that. Like, thankfully, because the rage gain triggers on each hit from strike, like, he's a beast. Haven't even needed to use the hook hand ability for much yet. Now we're gonna use it. You get stunned. We're gonna give you some melee weakness. More divinity, which is buffing his damage too. You know, I don't even want to take the 1 damage. There's no reason to. So play that first. Melee weakness, hook hand, end turn. Just dead. Because I think, well, did the, he hit for 300 and then 500, right? How does melee weakness work with the trample? I gotta figure that out. The Nora says, now that you have had time to mull on it, penny for your thoughts on GTFO? Honestly, I forgot about that game, the Nora. I'm gonna have to find time to play it. It's been a busy week, right? On strike, apply unstable 5 to enemy units. We don't need, like, unstable is very good for sweeping. We don't need a sweeper. We have a sweeper. Now, if we could stack unstable 200 on a 1 HP minion, then they'll die and do 200 damage to everyone else. That's a lot of damage output, but that's not what we're doing here, even with the Plague Doctor. We need the Plague Doctor to have more damage and multi-strike. We have a sweeper, so I don't think we need unstable. Flight is nice. That way we can maybe play a floor and then have Bone Dog move up or down. We can get more shifting happening. I like shifting, so I'll take Flight. Revenge Valor, Hook Hand, Revenge, Melee Weakness. Having a tank in front of test subject would be nice. Firebrand fits the bill. Well, it doesn't actually, because we want quick Hook Hand to hit and kill quickly, which means we're not getting hit. Firebrand would be a, like, bottom floor tank, right? Maybe we'd prefer the Avenger, apply melee weakness to the attacker then? Trying to think, that wouldn't increase the amount of unstable from the Plague Doctor. I don't know, I think maybe just Firebrand on the, here's my thinking. Firebrand on the bottom, they get hit, we fly them up to the top and act as a tank on Relentless. That way we have a heavy tank who can block when we need them to block. We don't really need more melee weakness, I don't think. We probably do enough damage at this point. Because I don't have any way of healing the Avenger. Well, I guess I have lifesteal. Yeah. You know? But the problem with the melee weakness is that the Avenger is the one who's hitting the enemy who hit him with melee weakness. So if he only has 20 damage, he's only hitting for 40. The Firebrand can stack up the damage more. The North says, after chatting about it, I'm itching to set up a play group. We have a need for energy. We're probably gonna take energy. We can fly units around to bypass the capacity cap. That's no problem. Draw would be nice, but everything that we have is expensive. We're not looking to draw cheap things, except for the assistants. I think I want someone who can heal. After thinking about it, I think I just want a heal unit. So we're gonna take you. We're gonna go to the Merchant of steal again. We don't have a lot of cash, so I just want to upgrade what I have. Dualism. I mean, Dualism Smidgestone is basically perfect on the Firebrand. What can I say? We don't even need him to be Smidgestone. Ah, Strike Valor. Now that would be great on... Dude, that would be really good on the Sweeper. It's not Trample, but it's applying Valor to on all strike. Man, if only I could take your equipment and then merge it with this. That seems real good. It seems real good. Maybe we can put it on someone else. It doesn't matter. It's good. Dualism Firebrand is lovely. I have to also admit more health just on you could be nice, so you can get your HP up there. Because again, we can just book you up to the top floor later on. That's no problem. So let's make you tankier. We don't need another Smidgestone. And I was thinking about Quick, like, because Quick on the Plague Doctor, if they're in front of the Sweeper, she can apply Unstable with melee weakness, and then it'll get swept out. It was something that I was thinking about, and so I can just give you that, and maybe just give you Valor, or maybe wait for a multi-strike or something like that. I want you to have Quick, probably. But although... You know, again, we run into the problem of this lowers the number of triggers from strike from the test subject, right? Because if he hits the first enemy and they blow up, he's not going to get the triggers on the units behind him. Very interesting. You know what, Bone Dog? Stay alive, little buddy. All right, shift melee weakness 2. It's a lot of melee weakness. What can I say? 3/3 on death corruption. We can handle that. This guy is annoying, but we can handle this. Probably won't get Bone Dog. Unless we save Bone Dog, but... Probably won't get Plague Doctor living more than a couple of rounds too. Maybe we play this one on the bottom. Minus test subject, who can go on the top. So it'd be Firebrand, scaling up her block. Talus can apply big melee weakness. Or you know what? Test subject at the bottom. He can kill the boss because he's gonna get a whole bunch of rage gain, right? It's tough. It's tough. Raise armor to stack count if this is the front unit after combat. The phrasing on this is so weird. Because it's not gain armor, it's raise armor, which is strange. What happened to the pop-up? I wasn't holding Alt. Was it mouse wheel? No, I don't know. We gotta stop the Pyre from getting hit. The best way to do that is Plague Doctor. Freaking wipes him. So if we put the Plague Doctor up here, the only person getting corrupted is whoever we put in the front, probably the Firebrand. Test subject can guard the bottom floor, maybe kill the boss if we give him trample and rage gain. Or we could just build up one big floor up here. The problem is the Plague Doctor is gonna die, but do we really care about her damage all that much? Probably not really. Okay, so we're gonna do a bottom floor. We have the energy to not quite make this work the way I want, but to nearly make this work the way I want. Sorry, this is actually kind of tough. Action or resolve daze. Daze does not stop at can't. So hook hand can't stop the boss from incant bonusing. You're gonna have so much HP. Okay. All right, I got an idea. Boom, 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 boom. You're gonna be gaining. You're gonna be getting hit a lot. Deal damage to the attacker equal to this unit's health. You're gonna have a lot of health. You're also gonna have a lot of health. You don't need help killing anything, I don't think. Let's give you more HP, because you're actually gonna kill him with the armor, which is really weird to think about. Not unless I put the erratic assistant out. So let's do that. It's alive. Who needs a little bit of healing? Who needs an advancement? You can take an advancement, but I wouldn't mind you doing more damage as well. We're not really gaining all of the hits on her, which is her whole point for being out here. So now that I am playing it like this, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Look, take some divinity. Do I want you moving down to tank for the boss fight? Maybe that's the play here. Like, watch this. You move up. You get played. You get played. You eat the tome. So I can move you down later. God, I wish I could kill you. Well, I can. I can't move you up. Never mind, I can't. That's okay. Well, I can. Okay, strange, but acceptable. I need my twisted backs to die. Sooner rather than later, so let's get you out there. Scissor hands, why don't you just go on you, pull you forward. Then you're definitely dead. Let's get another erratic assistant out, and then on strike, apply valor. Well, you know what? You're gonna apply a lot of valor to a lot of people. Yeah, that's a lot of, that's like rage on everyone with that staff. That's really cool. So on strike, trample, and rage. Let's put that on. I mean, you're gaining valor stacks. I don't really want to change that. Shift, gain valor. Let's put that on you. Buff everyone. Put this on. Yeah, I still like that. Put that on you. You don't have any equipment, and we're just giving people equipment. So far, so good. He's moving up, but he's hitting a unit who I want to get hit anyways. You're not even dying, which is honestly not the best, but not the worst. And Plague Doctor has scissor hands, so it's gonna give you more armor, and then more armor. Okay, so while the Valor gain has been nice, Firebrand has scaled her damage way faster because she's getting hit, so she should really be the tank. She needs to be the tank. All right, everything looks good. Is anyone dying who I don't want to die? To give you a little bit of extra armor to keep you going. Don't play any spells though, because his incant trigger is really annoying. I could have played a spell up there and then moved a unit down, but whatever. Plague Doctor's even living too. I was kind of hoping to be able to draw Bone Dog, because I needed Bone Dog to survive the corruption. But that worked. And honestly, giving armor from the equipment worked too. Friendly units advance on strike. What this means is that every turn, your party order swaps. It does a 180. It mirrors, is another way of saying it. But on shift applying melee weakness, this could end up being a lot of free melee weakness on enemy units, which is really funny. The units that attack quickly will always be in the back, is also weird. They'll be in the front to tank, and then they'll be in the back at the end of turn, because they advance on strike, which means we can get melee weakness for free with the quick units advancing on their turn. And then when we fight the Titans, the unit that's in the back will switch to the front and gain the corruption on play. This is very strange. Chris, welcome. Jimmy fell asleep while playing Helldivers last night. He was the last reinforcement. He just stood there, asleep atop his pod, watching the rest of us die. It's real funny. I slept 13 hours last night. I was tired. I was exhausted. Plague Doctor Flagellant is the darkest dungeon? God, I hope so. Ren says in GTFO, not that much variance in the game. A lot of the missions are the same. Well, I mean, I'll have to check it out one of these days. There's Mud. Welcome. Finally. I don't have any other shift synergies. Except for Windblade. Gain Valor on ship. I got 2 of them, plus the champion. And we'll be able to like manipulate with the flight book. I don't know, it's weird enough, I want to try it. What's also interesting about this is that it's a free room. Weaponized prosthetic works perfectly for this, as does Minds of Their Own. Equipped friendly units attack immediately. All friendly units? Huh, that's cool. We don't really need it because we have quick units, but that's still a big damage boost, isn't it? Like, I need this floor to die. Minds of Their Own. But I like applying plus 30 attack removing equipment because we have the scissor hands. Would be a good holdover spell. We can gain a bunch of damage very quickly. Do we really need the damage? Wouldn't hurt. You know, it's always nice to have it on Plague Doctor for the big unstable. Or even test subject, like if we give him graft, 30 damage and then new equipment. Let's take weaponized prosthetic. I feel like that one is a little bit more situational, and we have a good situation for it. I really want multi-strike. We could also get some shift happening. There's also a alcove. We'd miss out on a free relic and Merchant of Magic. I really want my units upgraded. I really want multi-strike. The game's not giving me multi-strike. Plague Doctor with a little bit of health would be nice. They can survive some sweep damage. And the other one was quick. I don't really need or want Shift Valor 3. We're aiming for more than that. And on a Battle Dancer, they're not a tank, they're not really a damage dealer right now. Like, we have room. Capacity is never a problem. So I think just a big Plague Doctor is fine. It's not multi-strike. We could re-roll and maybe we'll get multi-strike. All right, you know what? Let's put health on Meathook. Give me a quick reroll. We got multi-strike. Okay, I'm much happier with this. You have no health, but I'll give you other things. Now, dualism does buff the equipment, but it's not buffing the equipment. You know what I mean? I guess dualism on Meathook. Dualism would even work on the Plague Doctor with the multi-strike. Means that if we give him the Valor staff, he'd give more stacks of Valor to everyone else. That's interesting. Okay. What do we got? Anio Triboulet and the banana. Banana's a little bit of bonus damage. Meathook would go to 75. Plague Doctor would go to 27. Test Subject would go to 15. It is a pretty nice buff. Plus 3 health per rare. I have 1. I can't believe Test Subject is not rare. It should be. I have 2 rare. Purging cards gives you money. We're gonna purge some cards. This is not gonna be a purge heavy deck. We're gonna take draw. I think we'll take banana. Do you want a banana? Months as I've been napping a bit here and there on this sleepy day. Not that sleepy. This is totally fine. We have the health. You're a sapper, a harvester, and a reanimator. But these are relentless zealots. Their strength grows from the defeat of others, even their own. Okay, so we will probably fight the harvest multi-strike then. Probably wouldn't fight the shield bearers. What they want to get hit, right? They want to get hit. I don't know. I never know when we're fighting which enemies, because this game is weird. Okay, so we want Firebrand out immediately, and the Plague Doctor is a good position too. Minus the spikes, but you will survive the spikes and get a bunch of kills. You are quick, so we could put Test Subject behind you, but Test Subject in front of you. No. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I got a plan. So we will do scissor hand, scissor hand, scissor hand. You need the equipment. Toss out an inspire. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Oh, I got a plan. You're all dead. Perfect. So friendly units advance on strike. This means that at the end of turn, Talos will be in the front. But Firebrand will never be in front to tank with quick units behind her. But if we put Valor equipment out, then you can advance and shift on strike I mean, right now you're getting hit. This is such an awkward room. It really is, isn't it? Like, they need to not advance, they need to go backwards on strike. That way you can keep your tanks in the front. Because I need her to get hit, which works like every other turn down here with Talos. But the shifting doesn't really matter that much. It's fun, but it doesn't really matter that much. Maybe that's all we need. Maybe that's fine. You're not really gaining any valor, so you're not really gaining any stats. Unless I move you to the front, in which case then you will switch, but you'll still take the hits. Wait, what? Hold on. How do I... Can't even play the Meathook. That's fantastic. If I... Because you're not even gaining the valor. Why is this room in the game? What is the purpose of Imprisoned Zephyr? I've found one use case for it, and that's infinite armor gain, but it requires a very specific unit. Every other time I've tried to use this, I'm like, I don't get it. Okay, I'm just gonna move out of the way. You know what? Whatever. My banana went extinct already. I've lost my banana. Okay, so we can move you to the front now. You're getting hit at the very least. I gotta get this Meathook out of the way. That's the only solution. You know, I can also get you out of the way later. I don't understand that. On shift, you gain Valor too. Well, you've got a little bit more of a benefit now. Battle Dancers. Yeah, there's the one unit, I think it's rare. It gives you armor every time they shift. That one's been nice. I've had that one before. Remove equipment from a unit, give it plus 30 attack. Okay, so we give it to you. Give you plus 30 attack. Purge. Honestly, you know what? I'm just gonna... What's your flight? 2? Okay, I'll just fly you up in 2 turns, I think, because I don't know. I don't... Let's give you Everlasting Light. You're gonna give everyone stats. Let's have you come down and die. Perfect. I should not have added this room. We are not suited for this room. For this weirdo ass room that I still don't really understand. I guess I could daze myself and then he's not advancing. That's something. Okay. You need equipment too. Take that. Let's just give you more damage, because why not? And then give you more Inspire, because why not? And then honestly, I'm just gonna put you guys down here, just get out of my way. Who needs equipment? You still don't have anything? Oh no, I gave you equipment and then I removed it, so now you do 150 unstable every turn, which is kind of nice. Alright, it's the final wave. He is dying like 80 times, but you know what? I'm just gonna move you out of the way. I don't want to have to deal with this mess. This mess that I created for myself. Alright, draw Bone Dog, please. They did it! Oh, you're sapping me. I get it. Alright, take some melee weakness. Alright, yeah, it's fine. We don't have to play it. We can just ignore that room completely now. I don't know, I was kind of hoping there would be some synergy that I was missing. I don't think there is. Skip these. Valor on friendly units doing more damage is fine, but not something we need. Organ Harvester on our sweeper could be really nice, just to give him unlimited reanimate. He could make a decent tank. Sacrifice a unit to draw a unit and apply plus 40 attack and 0 energy. Also pretty fun, but not that necessary. We could always play it on a assistant, just kill him. Even playing it on Bone Dog makes Bone Dog a little bit more playable early. Slay, gain, reanimate 1 organ harvester. God, that is just so good. If we merge that with Everlasting Light, he's applying Valor to friendly units while also giving himself Reanimate. Merchant of Arms, here we come. Thanks for the banana. So base damage is triple, which does work very well on certain characters. Bone Dog goes up to 24. Firebrand goes up to 45. Meathook goes up to 75. That's actually a big buff on him. Spear Stewards and Train Stewards buff up pretty nicely. Twisted Assistants don't change at all, which is really weird. Why are they still 9 damage? Is it because the equipment's been grafted? So they start with 0? Interesting, I did not know that. We need to go to a Merchant of Arms. Strike, apply Valor to friendly units. Ooh, Cursed Twin Blade. Oh, it's so good. Like, Cursed Twin Blade plus the Everlasting Light would be fun, but I think I still like the Slay Harvest game. But you know what? Another stack of multi-strike on him buffs the damage of the floor very quickly. Quick sweep, multi-strike, slay, buff the damage. Feel like we're not really utilizing our Firebrand super effectively. They can always go out on a bottom floor just to tank, you know. We don't have to put the sweeper down there. But for the upcoming boss, we'll probably want that. There we go. Got a schmudge on my glasses. Everlasting Light. Strike, apply Valor 2 to all friendly units. Really only fits on Plague Doctor or Sweeper, but we already have one. And we're gonna do some melding. I really like the idea of that Cursed Twin Blade. Did I have dualism on anybody? Meathook. You know what? Meathook, he does a lot of damage. Meathook dualism might be nice with multi-strike, strike, apply Valor. You could give Valor to all friendly units. I mean, I think you just like this and you like merging these two equipment, right? We won't gain reanimate, but we can also still just put Firebrand in front, taking whatever damage she can do. Yeah. It's really good. Shouldn't have merged immediately, but that's okay. Hall of Mirrors. I don't think we need a Hall of Mirrors. I think I just want this to be deployable. Buying a lot of stuff. Trigger feeding. Oh, good. Propagate X. Apply reanimate. Both of those could be pretty nice. Propagate or reanimate. Propagation can give us more reanimation, more rage, more valor, more... That's about it. More debuffs on enemies. But just applying reanimate to a unit we don't want to die, I think is better, especially if we're going up against the sweepers. I do enjoy that. I'm not even going to spend my money purging. I know the deck is thick. I want to save money for the next shops. Okay. Test subject, equipment. Champion. Let's get the Meathook out as well. Other units, we're just gonna play them as we draw them. Twisted Assistant. Why don't you just go out there? We're gonna gain a lot of Valor very quickly. And that's kind of the idea. He's here just to buff our damage output. So we can put down the Firebrand, and we should do that early. Then we can bring you down, apply a bunch of melee weakness. Come on, I want you to hit me. I want you to hit my Firebrand so that she gets buffed. Do I want Twisted Back, Trample Strike, Rage? Or Organ Harvester, Slay, Gain, Reanimate? The only person slaying is gonna be him. Could also apply this and then weaponize it, or reanimate and just get to reanimate. Either work. You're gonna move up. You're gonna hit Fallen Executioner. Or you and Fallen Executioner are gonna kill my Shield Steward. We gotta think about that too. 10 armor keeps you alive though. If we don't draw anything else. Oh, you know what? Oh my god, Hook Hand has a Daze 2 now. Really? Now you're not gonna kill my Train Steward. Okay, I did not realize that. That seems lovely. Let's give you some Rage Gain, because it's now Rage 4. No. You get the Rage Gain. And then... let's just give everyone Valor. I don't know what to do. But still, like, we're gaining a ton of Valor right now, which I'm loving, and we can daze the boss every time they show up on the floor, which is interesting. On strike, apply Valor. Now you're giving Valor 4 to all enemy or to all allied units. Advance, lifesteal, 10 attack. I want to have spikes, and then let's buff your damage. Actually, Valor would have buffed everyone's damage pretty well. Plague Doctor needs to move down. We will do that once we get the Tome. So let's play our Plague Doctor. And put a couple of just tanks in front. Let's also play Bone Doge. Give you some health. Although no, we want the equipment that gives her shift every turn on the champion. That's what we need. That way we apply more melee weakness. This is a bit of a confusing run we've got here, but I like it right now. It's weird. We're gaining lots of stacks of things. And honestly, I'm not that worried about the Firebrand not getting hit as often anymore, because even though she's not really taking too much damage, she is still gaining a lot of Valor. She's still a functional tank. Just don't put Imprison Zephyr down. I should never have added that to the deck. That was a silly one. So you can come down. Scissor Hands can go on, well, really nobody. Put it on you. Put it on Bone Dog, I guess. You know? There you go. That's kind of what I'm supposed to do, I think. All right, well, we have 100 Valor. Sometimes I don't get to 100 Valor just normally. There's 6 stacks of melee weakness. So I wanna see how the damage from, well, I guess we don't have Trample, and the Plague Doctor's the only one attacking now. But still, we can see 300 unstable and then 400 unstable. I was interested in the trample. We don't have trample down there. It doesn't matter. Okay. Apply Valor to a friendly unit, then it attacks immediately. Apply Valor, apply melee weakness. We have melee weakness covered. Do we just want energy, maybe? I don't know why we were drawing so many cards. Oh, we were drawing cards because we kept getting equipment in our hand. But maybe we want energy just to make sure we can play our units early. Otherwise, we're splitting them through different floors and giving corruption to them on the final fight. I think I just want energy. We have some expensive spells, so this is still fine. We can make them cheaper now. I don't think we need a Merchant of Arms. We have enough equipment. Melee weakness 3 on shift. That's a ton of damage. It really is, and I'm seeing that now. Right, you cost 2 now. We have no, like, targeted spells at all. Let's make you free. You're very important to play. Even intrinsic, because I can play, you know, a tank on a different floor, and then they'll be fine. We have the energy to play this now too, so we can merge floors more easily. Let's re-roll. Now I was thinking spell chain on the book. We got it. I kind of like that. I mean, more flight means more melee weakness regardless, so this is great. And maybe now I can actually engineer it such that my tank gets hit by the enemies and is in front, even though we have the room down at some point. That might take a little bit of effort. Holdover and spell upgrade. We could hold over. I mean, we don't have the draw really to hold things over, I don't think. We don't really need the lifesteal or the damage. We're getting damage from other sources. This might be a skip on the holdover. The holdover. Give you more reanimate. Maybe purge a couple of cards because we are about to deal with the next combat. And if we take the option to get 400 gold, I would really like that. Prayer Stone on each floor spikes 6. We can handle that. Generally, if a unit dies, I kind of want them to die anyways. Everyone else has a lot of health. Resonant Ruin, Strike Corruption, Rax, the Overblessed. We'll just play on the bottom. Okay, so subject. Trample on you is still nice, but the Valor gain on everyone is incredible. Then we get Firebrand, tank. We can play a Meathook. $200? All right. Let's do this. And we can play Bone Dog. Well, Bone Dog won't die, so that's actually okay. We'll do this. Now you're dead. Right, it's melee weakness 3 now, which I did forget about. Holy heck. We will give flight to... I don't think we're gonna need your days. Let's give you flight instead, and then we'll give flight to the... Firebrand. And then we'll put down some garbage units to die. And then with the extra energy, reanimate will go on... I guess you are the tank. Just one-tapped him. Love it. So Plague Doctor needs to be played. I wanted you to have flight so you can come down here next turn. Twisted Back needs to die. So you're gonna play up here. Do want you to shift. Right, you don't have days anymore. That's actually okay. Divinity, I didn't think was needing of a play down there. $96 unstable. Well, you're gonna kill everything. Why are you taking so much damage? Because you're dying! That actually makes total sense. Let's give you some lifesteal then. How's this floor looking? Still dying? It's okay. $85 and well, 96 and 24 is 120. 120 plus 85 is not enough damage to kill you, huh? Is there any way I can kill you while also moving Talos down so we get the melee weakness? Why is your damage so low? It's only 52? You're gaining a lot of valor. Is it just, it's just been that bad? You're starting, I guess your starting damage is 20. The rage is faster to scale. You're doing enough. Wait, why is it 18 now? Wasn't this 20 before? I don't know. Oh, because we lost the other banana and then we gained another banana. That's why it's 18. Gotcha. Okay. I guess we can chill here for a turn. But if we can get melee weakness every turn, that would really help our damage output down here, because units are making it through. Well, if units are making it through, let's give you some damage reflection. Get some trample. Buff everyone. And there will come a time when we can move the middle floor down. If we played middle top, we would have had a little bit of extra time, I think, to do that. So you need better equipment. Trample Rage is really nice on you. You're getting the kill. Next turn, we can pull everyone down. Perfect. You can take healing, because you have a little bit of corruption. Let's keep you alive. Resolve, trigger, shift. Nobody needs that equipment. You can take lifesteal. You can die. And everything else just is chill. Give the Bone Dog reanimate. Really is a run where we're focused on the units very heavily. You're not dying, huh? See, now I do want you to have Valor to all units. Trample Rage. Okay, you know what? You take Weaponized, Twisted Back. You're doing a lot more damage. We can put out a Scissor Hands as well, weirdly enough. Literally enough to get the kill. Perfect. You can fly down. Should have done this a little bit differently, but that's okay. You can fly down. Everyone has infinite melee weakness now. Give me Rage. I don't even know if everyone's gonna live to gain the Rage, but take it anyways. Valor, 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 Valor. Look, everyone's got Valor, okay? I get it. No, this one. And then why don't you just take that? You have Flight, even though we're not needing it. You have 128 Valor. I mean, that's more Valor than I can sometimes apply to you. That's nice. And then... Fly. Oop, you know what? I did this slightly incorrectly, but it doesn't matter. Fly. Fly. It's a lot of melee weakness. It's alive! It's alive! Ha ha! I could really mess with things by playing the advanced room, which does not seem ideal. Valor on friendly units adds 1 more attack per stack. Honestly, I think that's what I want. If we're gaining 100 Valor, let's buff the damage gain from it. It also makes the rage less tempting for the test subject because the Valor stacks that he's gaining is equal to the rage stacks now, like the damage stacks from it. So Songbird, come along. All friendly units gain lifesteal. Not bad. Fragile and spikes to a friendly unit. Unnecessary. Honestly, the lifesteal is also unnecessary. With enough flight, we can move things around if we have to with the advance. So I think we'll go Unstable Vortex. We'll try to remove cards, upgrade our spells. Oh look, units get an extra upgrade slot. When units gain Valor, they gain more. Yes. Hold over spell chain -2 and gain consume. I don't really have anything I want to do here, I don't think. Probably don't need this many assistants anymore. Probably don't need this many inspires. Don't mind the idea of like doubling down on the Plague Doctor. Good unit. One day we'll actually win with this unit. We could double down on the book, but flight on literally everybody. Well, except for ideally Meathook. We could get a second merged equipment. We won't have the energy to play it, I don't think. We have 8. I could put it on the champion. I could. Valor 2 on attack, then we have to wait for every other unit to be summoned, but we'd gain a lot of Valor. That's real tempting. We don't even have to play it immediately. We can wait on it and then give multi-strike and Valor to like the Plague Doctor if we play them. Well, when we play them, more likely. Spell chain. Holdover. I don't think we need holdover. I still don't. Maybe weaponized prosthetic, but probably not. Should have ditched the Zephyr. Well, I can play the free room anywhere to dump it, I suppose. I could play this, do the same with the units that we have, but you know, I'm honestly planning to spend the money here purging anyways, because I just don't need any of this. I have infinite energy. Permafrost? Permafrost, weaponized prosthetic, permafrost spike, I guess, and then let's, we'll dump this, we'll dump the room. Well, I mean, we can gold the room, I guess, by leaving it in the deck. Sure. If we're gonna dump 2 things that are free, I'll dump you. If we take a second merged equipment, we would probably save it and then just redraw it later. But Valor 3 to all friendly units is really nice. I think we can totally do it. Sweepers are not going to be a problem. We have the damage. You know what is a problem? I'm just realizing we need to make sure we can survive literally the first turn. We're going to get hit like a truck. I have a way out. I do. It's not ideal, but I do have a way out. So I'm just debating whether or not to dupe the Plague Doctor or someone else. I don't think we need to dupe the Plague Doctor. I think I'd rather have a second one of these equipments. Rage 6. That is a lot. You still have to come out. And I think what we want to do is this. You get played up here. I think we play Meathook. Here. And I think we play the Plague Doctor. Now on turn 1, daze you. Or we could reanimate you. Ah, also tempting. You're only taking 188. Let's buff your damage. I really like the daze. I don't want to override it with the tome. You know what? We don't have to play this up here now. We can wait on it. We can wait until we have other units down on other floors. Now we get a lot of melee weakness out on you, specifically. We might as well get Bone Dog. Temporary tank. Might as well give you... but I want you to have multi-strike and more valor. I don't want you to have the meat shield. Put meat shield on the dog. And then for reanimate... We're only losing 15 health, which is perfect there. I think we'll give it to you. That way, if we can't daze the boss, we can at least still keep you going. Now, okay, you are dying, which is a surprise. If we give you lifesteal, will you live? No, you're gonna get hit for like 80 damage. That's problematic. Unless we can keep the Plague Doc. We can. Okay, I mean, there's one very easy way of keeping everyone alive here. Let's shift. And then let's shift. And then let's shift. Fantastic. So I want you to have gain reanimate, and then we can maybe lower you later. Right now you have Organ Harvester. I still reanimate 6 every turn. That's still really good. But I want you to have the other book. You would just give reanimate 6. Oh no, reanimate 5. Who's gonna have the multi-strike book? We can put that on Meathook and then lower him down later. That'll work. For right now, start gaining even more valor. You can come out. And then the shield. Deal damage to the attacker equal to this unit's HP. You know, we don't need to think about that right now, I don't think. Okay, that was good damage. That was nice. Dump this. I don't want to see it. I do want to daze you. I'll take 2 damage to buff you. You're now hitting for 200. And now at this point, everything is dead, which is nice. He's dead. He's just dazed forever. Songbird needs to come out. Now this might mess things up slightly, but we need Talos to move real quick. I should have put these guys in a different place so they could actually die. Talos needs to move. I need to play the Firebrand. Part of the pact. I need to play the Songbird so we get even more damage output, tons of damage output. Sure, take more shifting. Twisted Back can just come out and die, which I'm totally a fan of. We would get Rage and Trample on someone else. You know what, just go up here. I don't really care if we daze the boss. We don't need to daze him on the middle floor. He can kill someone, I don't care. We get the good equipment. Plague Doctor is now hitting for 750 damage and applying 750 unstable, which is just crazy. Nobody needs the damage or lifesteal, but you might as well play it. Oh, everyone on the middle floor is moving. Thankfully, you didn't get hit. I don't know how. Oh, because we're not quick. That's right. So now we get the book. Daze him. Get an ability. Get an ability. Then you can come down and tank. Well, you know, let's bring you down for flight. Let's bring you down for flight. Excellent. We have a Scissor Hand, which we'll just play to maybe give you some armor. We have a giant floor, which I love. We're applying 1,000 unstable. We're killing the boss, actually, because the Valor stacks are incredible. I wanna watch this one. Unfortunately, I can't shift, but we're doing 4,000 damage. There's 1,700 unstable off of that. And everyone is doing like 300 damage minimum. It's fantastic. I'm glad that the Valor build did kind of come together, but it did take a while. And we needed Celestial Cascade really to make it pop. All right, this will be basically the same fight. I think we still want the merged equipment out. I think we still want Plague Doctor out immediately. I think we still want Talos out. We could play her on the bottom now, but we'll just shift her around as we need to. And we do need this energy. We are playing expensive things, especially early. Get out of my deck. You will come out and die. And I guess the Tome was maybe not the best intrinsic play, because I'm not going to be playing it. I could, you know what, let's daze you. I could move Meathook down, but then we don't really have any way of putting any other units on the same floor, which is ideally what we would want. Although really, Meathook down here, dazing him for 2 turns is really nice. Meathook here, because then he won't hit the Pyre and won't hit the Pyre. Or we'll just have units out, that also works. Yeah, like, I don't need to mess with it too much, do I? That would be fine. Play this. Daze you for 2 turns. This graft, when they die, the graft is severed. So if I just play this, it won't actually give me the equipment. Cool. All right, I really wish that we could keep that tome in hand. A 3rd spell slot would have been nice. Songbird needs to be played. A unit in front needs to be played to eat the corruption. Firelight needs to be played. I think a meat shield on Meathook is quite nice. We'll block the corruption. Was there anything else that we wanted to play down here, or should we descend Talos immediately? Trying to think. Bird up, welcome. Love this game. I do love this game as well. I have a real fun time playing Monster Train. Now, the only other unit I would want to play is the Firebrand, but I guess I'm just not going to play them down here. The test subject can act as a tank. He's going to be getting enough armor every turn, so I'm not worried about him. So I guess, yeah, send you down right now. Kind of like this because then we can get flight back for when Savagery's there. Speaking of Savagery, I think what we're gonna do is daze him. That way he's not gonna be gaining rage. Sap is not that problematic. Lifesteal keeps you going, and even you. Not a bad idea. Take some lifesteal. Take some lifesteal. You need to shift every turn. You can take some rage gain for now. You could take some rage gain too, but I think I might just want to inspire. Now, if we, what I should have done is I should have put Meathook on floor 2. That way we could daze Savagery, and then he won't hit the Pyre when he's up here. Right now, he will hit the Pyre on the middle floor. Not like we care because we have enough health to survive that. It's just more of a, well, I really, I guess, should have done it differently. We will survive, though. Instead of gaining, well, hold on. We're going to draw the equipment pretty soon. Let's have you give everyone more Valor. We have Scissor Hands. You can eat some corruption. And then just reanimate. You don't need it. No one needs it. Let's give it to you. Titans look kind of crazy. The more I play this fight, the more I kind of like some of the balance of the fight, but it is still hard. But I like that. It is surprisingly fair. Yeah, baby! Alright, I guess we'll wait to daze you, because again, keeping your rage down is really handy. I can take 20 per turn. Never mind, you do have 1200 unstable already. I guess you are dead. How much do you have? 400? All right, I don't think we need to worry about the unstable anymore. You know what, have a bone dog. Bark. So you have 21 Valor. So you are able to block a lot of that corruption damage coming in. That's nice. Daze you, that's nice. All we gotta do now is just wait for Savagery to come down. He'll die next turn, and then 3 turns later when the Pyre lights fill my hand, I can kill Dominion. I like these runs where Dominion is the last one I have to kill. Usually is. Takes a little while to work them down. You know what? Have some flight. There you go. 6 melee weakness. We have 2,000 unstable across the 2 enemies. And you're still like 2 turns away from dying, unfortunately. But you know what? But I can't, if I give you the book, you can't daze him. Right. You're not dazed anymore either. You're hitting for 45 plus 20. Well, I'm not keeping you alive. Nah. Unless I yeet my dog in front of you, but I guess people would probably be upset if I did that. You're really not losing any health. You're not really gaining any, but you're not really losing any. I could have kept you alive. I think that would have done it. 45, 65. No, it wouldn't. Never mind. You know what? End turn. Doesn't matter. Why am I even thinking? I don't need to think. Woo! Was that the lead songbird? Woo! You're still not dead, too, huh? It's gonna be one more turn. Even corruption on the front unit, you can scale past that pretty easily. We're just doing it with Valor. As long as we have, you know, more Valor than corruption, we're not taking damage. I won't be deceived again! Get out of here, wherever you are. Seraph's behind the train, not in front of it. You know, it's fun. It was a good run. I liked that one. Gold some cards, including Imprisoned Zephyr, which maybe we'll never play again. I don't know, that... advancing on striking only really works if you can re-manipulate the floor to be the right order, because you still need to have a tank in front, usually. You don't want to really be mixing and matching your tanks and other units, especially on like the Titan fight, where the unit in front gains corruption. So I like Fel for that, because her cards will allow you to manipulate your turn order, but if you have quick on anybody, they're attacking first and then being the tank for the rest of the turn. So that room is very, very specific. It has some very strong uses, like, again, I've managed to make that room literally go infinite and never, ever, ever lose armor. That's pretty fun. For Relentless, 2 units, well, not 2 units. For Relentless, you could be doing 1 damage per turn, and it would take 1,200 turns, but you'd still win. It's a fun way of winning. Most status effects applied, most unstable applied, most score with the banished. Hell yeah. All right, any lore? Any lore? We got lore. Yo, it's lore too, not fake lore, real lore. Look over there, the Hymnist bands. Oh no, it's fake lore. The Hymnist bands are getting on stage. I think they're gonna play some music. Finally, I could use some good tunes around here. Ugh. Quiet down, they're starting. Welcome, angels and demons, one and all. We are the Warbling Loons. We're gonna play some gnarly tunes for you today. Sit back and enjoy the music. The first song is Heaven's and Hell's Last Stand. 1, 2, 3, hit it. Okay, this is like fight number 1 music. Thrum, thrum, thrang. Bram, brum, 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 brum. I must say, they're quite good, better than I expected. Agreed. In heaven, all they could play were these boring hymns. Oh, sorry, wrong unit. They've got a lot more energy now. By the way, I got you a drink. Here's to our shared fight, or whatever else comes our way. Cheers to that. I suppose I was wrong about you. Even an angel can be worthy company once in a while. I guess I could say the same about you. Cheers. From the deep, fiery depths of hell, comes an army no heavens might could quell. Oh man, this is so sick. I can't believe we get to hear this live. Where else are you gonna hear this? Does the internet exist in this day and age? Is it everyone holding up their phones so everyone behind you can't see? They can just see like a wash of small screens. Enjoying the music? Commander, we were just about to head to the training fields. At ease, I just came over to say you're free for the rest of the day. Really, you're the man, Commander. You've all earned yourself a little fun after everything we've been through, so let's enjoy the show. Guess we better show the Commander how we rock and roll. Who's ready to get loud? Put your sword away. Warriors, heed the call. Face the hordes rushing past the wall. What was that? What was that TV show? Game of Thrones. No. Song of Ice and Fire. No. Game of Thrones is the one with the wall. Yeah, I keep wanting to think it's the one with the dragons, and while it has dragons in it, it also has walls. Raise your voices, angels, demons, all! When we rise together, the titans will fall! I mean, they have fallen! Not 180 times, but we're getting there. Thank you for coming. Good luck, and good night. All right, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching! Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, subscribe to the video and whatnot and down below the video, and see you later next time.